Hi. So today I want to talk about speaking to your perfect client. Is it missing the broader audience? So my name is Heidi Albertson, and I love to help women entrepreneurs overcome the confusion and intimidation of starting your online business. So today we're talking about why you really want to talk specifically to your perfect client, your perfect customer. So I want to use an example of, it's like when you're in a crowded space and you're talking to other women or you're talking to other moms, and maybe it's something that your child is struggling with an issue in math, and you're talking with them, and you're coming up with solutions, and there's other people around you that may not be part of the conversation, but they have children, and they also, there's other issues that their children are dealing with, and maybe some of the things that you're using, and they're overhearing your conversation, and maybe something that you're doing to help your child overcome their problem with math might also apply and help their child to be able to overcome something else. It may not be specifically be math, but it could be something else that they're struggling with, and they're not part of the conversation. They're not the person you're specifically talking to, but they're still hearing the conversation because they're overhearing it. They may be eavesdropping, we all kind of do that. But they can still use part of what you're saying to apply to their own life. And that's why when we're having a conversation with our perfect customer, we're marketing and we're creating this material that is speaking directly to our perfect customer. Other people also resonate with it and can glean and learn and even purchase something that maybe wasn't specifically for them, because there's a broader picture that they could also learn from. Another example that I love, because if you're on this channel for very long, you'll hear a lot about my kids, because they are the people that inspire me the most in my life, and the ones who have taught me the most life lessons, right? So I always think about my oldest child. He was a child born with the biggest ears in the world, right? He has the worst case of FOMO. He cannot handle not knowing all the information. And so when we're all at the dinner table, we're all the adults are at family gathering, and all the adults are sitting there talking, all the children disperse because their patience is gone and they want to go play with their toys, except my one son. And he would sit there and he would listen and have to glean everything that he can from the adult conversations, because he loved listening. And even though our conversations were not geared towards him, they were not on a child's vocabulary level, at least I hope not. But they were not on a child's level of topics. They were on adults. We were probably talking politics. Most likely we were talking baseball or football or something else that was, or even business, because a lot of us in our family are involved in a lot of different business ventures. So we were not talking at a child's level, but this child gleaned information. He learned information. He learned what things were happening in the family. He learned business talk. He learned all about the sports, even though he's really not a sports fanatic, but he listened to it and he learned, because people who, even though the conversation is not geared towards them, will still learn and glean from the information that is being shared, because there's always something that we can relate to, whether it is directed towards us or not. But if your conversation is not directed towards somebody, if I'm talking to a mom and and my message is all about so I'm talking to a mom and we're talking about our children, but then all of a sudden I go on to all these other topics because people around me, well, they're interested in business and they're interested in sports and they're interested in politics. My conversation gets very scattered and sparse and says nothing because it's all over the place. So we have to have that conversation that we're having with that person we're talking to, and what they're focused on and what their needs are that they're looking to solve solve, their problems, their issues, their goals, their dreams that they're looking to create. So our conversation, our marketing, our content creation has to be geared towards that person and what they're focused on at this moment in time, so that they hear it, so that they stops the scroll, so that it gets through the noise in the noisy online world that we're all a part of. So I hope that gave you a little bit more clarity about why we want to talk to that one specific person. Other people will hear. You will not miss the broader audience, because we all like to eavesdrop, right? We're all pretty nosy. But your conversation, your message has to be specific. It has to reach that client. It has to get through the noisy newsfeed in the digital world. So I hope that was helpful. And if this was great, I'd love for you to share it out to your social media. Hit the like button down below, subscribe to hear more. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.